Workshop students in grades 5 through 8 and C-Track students enrolled in selectives classes will be using Edmodo to communicate this year. So students will find assignments, messages from teachers, and other resources on Edmodo. Parents will be able to access this site as well, and you'll find in one convenient location all the information for all of your students, for all of their classes. So this should be a real time-saving tool for you. As a parent, the first time that you come to the Edmodo site here, you'll come down to the bottom and click on Parent Sign Up. You will have been given a parent code by your child's teacher, so you can't sign up until then. But once you have that code, you pop that in right here and then fill out the rest of this information and click Sign Up. So for now, let's go with our hypothetical parent here. We're going to assign her in and take a look at her students. So this is the parent page, and you can see that this parent has 2 students, Kip and Molly, and we've color-coded those names. We can change the color by clicking on the color there and changing it to whichever color you want. So just a regular left click to change the colors. You can add more students, so however many children you have, you can have them all listed in one location. Make sure here in the same area in the left side here, make sure you have selected latest posts. If you want to look at assignments only, you can click on assignments, but make sure that you generally keep it on latest posts, because that will show you not only assignments but announcements and other communications from your teachers. So if you look just at this list here, you'll see some in red and some in green, so we can tell quickly which items have to do with Molly and which have to do with Kip. If you receive a message from your teacher, you can click reply and post a response if you like. Don't have to. If the posting is an actual assignment, it will have a due date, just like you see here. If there's a due date, then you'll know that it's an assignment. If there's no due date, then it's just an announcement or some other information from the class. Students can also turn in some assignments directly on Edmodo. So another way to view this is by looking at the calendar. So we'll come up here to the top, click on Calendar View. So since this is August, we need to scroll down to the bottom part of the calendar. So we can see that a few things are due here at the bottom of the calendar, which is actually September. So let's go ahead and scroll over to September. We can see the items there. And if we look here, this is showing us all the calendars for all of my students. Remember, I'm still signed in as a parent. If I prefer to look only at Kip's things, there are Kip's assignments that are due, and here are Molly's assignments that are due. And I can go back and look at all the calendars again at one time. When we get to the point that grades are coming in, some of your classes will have regular grades, others will not. You can click over here on grades, and we can look at Kip's classes, check on the various classes. We can see a list of the assignments. We can see which ones he's completed and which ones he hasn't completed yet. And then switch over here to Molly. So you can keep track of grades that way. Let's come back here to home. If you have a question or a comment for one of your students' teachers, you can just come right into this section that says post and start typing your note here. So let's try, can Molly choose a different book for the September 7th assignment? All right, and then I'm going to will ask me who I want to send it to. So if you start typing, it will give you some suggestions. So you can see here, if I just start typing Mrs., it will give me a lot of suggestions. So then I can post this to the teacher that I want to post it to, or to several teachers. For example, if you know your student is going to be absent on a selectives day, you can post one note, send it to all the teachers, and everybody will get the message who needs it. So once I write my note and select my recipient, I click send, and that shows up right here. Then the teacher can reply just by clicking on reply right there. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a start with understanding how a parent can use Edmodo. Your students will learn more about it in class, and you can always contact your workshop teacher or educational specialist for additional information.